First Alert forecast from 15 News.
Well, if you're just now joining us, a happy Sunday to you. The time now is 8:47 and a heads up to some light snowfall that we are tracking for you as the day goes on. We're quiet to start the morning, but the clouds are on the increase as that snowfall starts to creep in from the west, impacting areas there along the Mississippi this morning. So here in Madison, you can see we're still seeing peaks of that sunshine, but the clouds are moving in. It is currently 8 degrees with a wind chill value of -2. So southerly winds will continue through the day. Not too strong, but we will have a bit of a breeze. Right now, those are blowing in at 6 miles per hour. Generally, we'll see those around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and temperatures varying across the state this morning, or our area, I should say, here in southern Wisconsin, from the single digits to the teens as you head further to the west. So in these areas where temperatures are a little bit cooler, add in just a little bit of a breeze. You can see winds varying throughout the area this morning, but that is enough to bring some of our wind chill values down below 0 in a few spots. -8 for the wind chill in Oshkosh, -2 again here in Madison, and feeling more like -3 down in Monroe. But this is not going to last for too long. Our air temperatures will continue to warm into the 20s, and those wind chill values will rise above 0 area wide as we head through the day. So as that snowfall continues to move in from the west, I do think we could start to see some of that as we head through the rest of the mid-morning hours and into the late morning hours. This is 11 a.m. this morning. So if you're in areas west of Madison, you could be seeing some of that snowfall for the morning hours. But you'll notice here as we step through the rest of the day, it kind of stalls out in place for the western portions of the viewing area. So if you're in areas further to the east here in southern Wisconsin, you might even hold on to some of that sunshine for a little bit longer, and it won't be until a little bit later in the day today when that main round of widespread snowfall moves through. So this is 6 p.m. This will continue from west to east as we head through the evening hours tonight. It will be very light. I'll show you those totals here in just a second. And waking up Monday morning, a weak cold front sweeps through. It's not really going to do anything to our temperatures. We will remain mild into Monday, but it will switch the winds from the north. That'll usher in some drier air, and we will continue on with sunny skies into Monday and also into Tuesday as well, as temperatures remain seasonable. I think Monday night we could see a few more clouds around as another disturbance moves through, but the good news is that snowfall looks to remain to the south and west of our viewing area. And again, we're back into sunshine as we head into your Tuesday. So for today's snowfall potential, it is going to be very light. Most spots, as you can see, will come in under an inch, with the best chance for those 1-inch totals to the west there along the Mississippi. So while it won't be much, you could still run into a few slick spots if you're getting out on the roads later this evening, so do keep an eye out for that. High pressure keeps us dry through the beginning of the work week. Temperatures remain in the 20s. We warm things up above average for a change by Thursday and Friday. Highs in the low 30s. Another round of light snowfall likely with a low pressure system Thursday night and into your Friday.